monsters that should have been added to Iceborne, in my opinion. I think one of them would be the green Nargacuga. Even though Nargacuga was introduced in Master Ink, I would love to see green Nargacuga in Iceborne, but we will not ever get that since Fatalis and Arc-Tempered Velcona are the last monsters to be added. But I just wish that they should have added green Nargacuga. Another monster would be the Lucent Nargacuga, because to finish up the rare species, so you would just have this guy. Another rare species would be Molten Tigrex. For those, I just love Molten Tigrex's design and power. And, well, if you understand, it's a Tigrex. He's my favorite monster. Another monster would be the Jade Baroth. A monster, in my opinion, that should have been added to Iceborne since it goes with that icy feel in its body, snow feel on its body. Another monster would be the Steel Urgan, in my opinion, that should have been added to Iceborne. But because this thing had the soiled status, it was not possible because of its soiled status. But oh well. Another monster, in my opinion, would be Doramboros, a monster that should have been added to Iceborne because because it would fit the ancient forest and the Guinan land so good. Another monster would be the Doramboros. In my opinion, this guy should have been added for the Wild Spire Waste because of that insane power of his and that cool desert-like design. In my opinion, another monster would have been an Arc-Tempered Elatrion. For those who don't know, I love Elatrion so much, even though he is a pain in Iceborne because of that powerful attack of his, that one-hit insta-kill. But I would just love to see a much more powerful version of this guy. Another one would be a Master Ink Behemoth. In my opinion, a very clever, good-looking Elder Dragon, in my opinion. Another monster would be the Chameleos. I wish they would have added Chameleos into Base World because of that cool looking design, but it's the fact that it's an Elder Dragon, that means some Elder Dragons are common in the Elder's Recess, but Chameleos isn't. Another monster would be the Crimson Vitalis. I would love to see a version of this. Love they added in a new terrain for it. A new, volcanic terrain for the only fight this guy. Another one would be the White Fatalis. A creature, in my opinion, that should have been added to Iceborne. Another one would be the Orochi Kirin. One of my favorite subspecies of the Kirin. Especially since I love the Kirin so much. Another would be an amazing Arc-Tempered Ruiner Nergigante, because I love its theme, the Arc-Tempered Nergigante's theme so much because it simplifies all the raw power. Another would be an Arc-Tempered Savijiva. That would have been amazing. I mean, a Savijiva that's already in a critical state and you have to kill it. Another would be a Master Rank Ancient Leshen. And the next four are mostly monsters that we fans would have liked to added into the Monster Hunter universe. Would be some Titans. And maybe some of you might know them. But I think the first one would have been the King of the Monsters himself, Titanus Gojira. Would have been an amazing monster to add to Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Another one would be Titanus Mozura, or Mothra, Queen of the Monsters. Would have been an amazing good looking creature to see in the game. Another one would be Rodan, since, well, it's a wyvern and a titan. And last but not least, and it was mentioned by the Admiral, is Titanus Ghidorah. And these are monsters that I wish were added to Iceborne.